us talk back and forth.
Oh, no problem.
All right.
What's up, guys?
What do you say there, Mr. Shea?
Changed my office around and the computer's all messed up, so going with the phone.
I get that.
Yeah. All right. Is that good? William, you're the expert. Is that good? All right, good stuff. Eddie, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you, William.
Yeah, William, what's up?
All right, you got me? Now how about it?
No, I got you now.
Yeah.
Oh, we got you now.
All right. Yeah, no, we're good. I'm going to run this intro real quick and hit the record on my end, and we'll start the show.
Sounds great.
How you guys doing?
Fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. So, I mean, let's dig right into it, man. What's this Battle of the Bourbon Trail all about?
We're excited, man. I mean, it's something that, it's making lemonade out of lemons. And I mean, I think it'll be fantastic too, because, it's something, it's us versus Florence. We're going to have two teams. Florence is going to have two teams. And I mean, this is really one of those things that it's exclusively in Kentucky. It's for Kentucky. And, we've been talking to, and I'm hoping, and I think that a lot of Kentucky guys from all over the state will be at the tryouts and will be part of these teams.
Yeah. Eddie, I know you're involved with it. You're going to be managing one of those teams.
Oh, yes, sir. Andy called me a couple of weeks ago with the idea, asked me to manage, and it was all I could do to jump across the table, which we were social distancing, to hug him and thank you for the opportunity. I'm blessed to even thought of me to do this. I'm extremely pumped, and like he said, calling nonstop, trying to get some of these local guys because being a high school coach, grew up here, played college baseball here. I just think our baseball is second to none, and it's a great idea to showcase the rest of the state, followed by across the country because baseball is getting back into it. How good baseball is around here, and we're trying to pepper both teams with a bunch of local quality, big time guys. So I'm excited.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's kind of in the same boat where, obviously minor league baseball was canceled due to the current situation we got going on. Coach Eddie Brooks, your high school baseball season got canceled, and I mean this is great that we're going to put together some kind of baseball here, and not only baseball, but actually have some former pros involved in this whole thing. Andy?
No, you're exactly right. I mean, I think there will be, we've been in conversation with some guys that have had Major League Baseball experience. Ben Revere is one of them. We've been in conversation with guys who have reached out, or with people that we've just known throughout the baseball world who are currently playing professional baseball. But then also, what we're really hoping for too is that we'll have a bunch of guys from whether it's former University of Kentucky guys, former UPike guys, former Morehead State guys, for it, former Louisville guys, former Bellarmine guys. I mean, we're hoping to really reach the state with guys who, maybe we've never crossed paths with, but that'll come out for the team next week for our open tryout, which is July 23rd, next Wednesday at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. And, we're hoping to see a bunch that, whether they recently played or they played a little while ago and just want to have fun and put on a Legends uniform and play in front of the home crowd. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, and then that's exactly right. These guys get to put on the Lexington Legends uniform and the La Haciendas uniform. There's a couple different ones that we've got going on there. Two separate teams for Lexington, and then Florence has two separate teams. You got the Y'alls, which is the new branding up there, and then the Florence Freedom, which is the other branding.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. So, I mean, it'll be, I hope that for a lot of these guys, they'll certainly recognize the Legends name, and hopefully even the Landa's name, and they'll be excited about it. They'll be proud about it because, they're playing for the home team, and they're playing in a time when, I think a lot of people need something to be proud about.
Yeah. And Coach Eddie Brooks, I know obviously you're excited about it, being able to get out there and coach in a time when we thought that wouldn't be possible. You get that opportunity.
Yes. Yeah, William. Like I said, when Andy asked me a couple of weeks ago, he called me and says, "Hey, I'd like to meet with you." So I set it up on a Monday. Went over on Monday. He actually had to take a conference call right quick, so I ran around the corner, called my wife, and said, "Hey, I just got offered this." She goes, "What are you calling me for?" I said, "Well, I just want to run it back through you. This is what I got to do for the /summer part of fall." I was super pumped for the opportunity that he thought enough of me as a baseball person from this town to even include me in this. And like I said, I'm so excited. I've been on the phone nonstop, contacting a bunch of my former players, guys I've coached via summer ball, gave lessons to, guys that I know, and trying to make this as big and as special as can be. I talked to a young man today and trying to get him to come out to try out. I believe I talked him into it. He was like, "Yeah, when I was 6, my dad had a uniform, and we were named the Legends in such league. I got the picture of that." I said, "Now think how good it would be for you now at 23 to have the uniform of actually picture you in the Legends to have side by side." And I said, and I was talking to another one today. I said, what story, what opportunity are you going to have to be able to tell a kid that, your son, when you get to be, my age, Andy now has a son, and my God, he's a doll baby. But have a son that's saying, "Hey, yeah, I played right field. My teammate was Ben Revere." It's a unique opportunity with baseball and with the whole COVID thing for some of these guys who may not have got a shot to play at that level for whatever reason, to play with these guys. And those guys who want to get some extra reps in to play and pass on knowledge to it. And it's just I think it's a win-win across the board. That's just me personally.
Yeah. What are some of the things you guys are looking forward to? I mean, when you have those tryouts up there at Whitaker Bank Ballpark, what are some of the things that you're looking at besides obvious, baseball skills that they might have out there on the field?
Go ahead, Andy.
I'll let the manager take that one.
Well, for me, obviously, we want to put a good product first and foremost on the field. The people are going to come to it. It needs to be a good product put out there. It needs to be at a high level. And the people that he and I and everybody else has been contacting are the high level guys. The second part is a good fit. For us, and the way I look at it, I want to keep us as much Kentucky based as can. But with that being said, we're going to have some other guys who are outside of the state. I actually told Andy earlier today, there's a gentleman contacted me. How he found out, I have no idea. I got my number, beyond me, but who plays in the I drew a blank, a Mets organization, lives in California. He's on his way here now to play.
Oh wow!
From California.
Wow.
He'll be here. He'll be here Wednesday. He'll be here Thursday night, or Thursday night or Friday morning. So it's slowly spreading out because I think these minor leaguers who didn't lose their season, who lost their season, want the opportunity to get some babies in to play to be ready for next year. Because with everything going on, I'm sorry, my dogs.
So, I was going to say somebody let the dogs out, didn't they?
Yeah.
They're excited
They
too.
did. With everything going on, they just want the opportunity to get out and play and get better because, with the whole minor league restructuring and everything else going on, there's a lot of jobs at stake, and they don't want to be left out. And this is why this young man, who's literally driving right now from California to here to play, to not only play, to pay to play, and the fact that I'm part of this thing is like I said, I can't thank Andy enough. I'm super excited. So for me, what I'm looking at is obviously to get the best players I can be and put the best product on the field for the people who come out and watch, because it should be a fun deal, Bourbon Trail. And I haven't talked to Andy about this, but I think the winner of this thing, the Mandarin, should get some pappy. That's just my thoughts. This is the Bourbon Trail. Just throwing that out there, Andy.
Well, we'll see how you do, but yeah. Now the only thing that I'd add on to that too is that the Kentucky roots and the Kentucky ties. Like Eddie mentioned earlier, there's so many great amateur programs in Kentucky. On the youth sports level, on the high school level, and on the college level. A young man reached out to me from Laurel County who played at University of Cumberland's. And I think that's I'm very excited to see him out at the field and at the tryouts next year. And I think the more guys like that, and from the great programs that are across our state, the more people that we can see from there, I'm just thrilled about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and go along with what he said, and he got the same phone call after I did. We have a young man and his college coach from Alice Lloyd reached out to me about playing catcher, and I'm like, yes. He goes, well, you sure? I'm like, oh yes, we want them. That's who I want. Because what ended up happening is I'm a firm believer in, you get these guys who are from here who've grown up watching the legends, see the success they've had, and the opportunity to put that uniform on.
Yeah.
They're going to play 7 times harder and give you a better product, and the fans are going to enjoy it a lot more than anybody else coming out. So, it's going to be a great mix of those type of guys who've played at the Cumberlands, Alice Lloyd's, Georgetown College, along with the Kentuckies, Louisville's, in your major D1s. And I'm excited to be around all those guys, and because see, those guys, they're all hungry. They want that opportunity. They want to showcase their skills, and furthermore, they probably will play with a little bit of chip on their shoulder, and they're going to play unbelievable. Your other guys, obviously, they're where they are because of their skill level, and it'll show. But those guys will be fun to watch, and that's what I'm excited about. And as we've navigated through this whole thing, because it seemed like, as my wife calls it, Andy's my new boyfriend right now. It seems like it's all we do back and forth. Talk with each other, trying to get, hey, what player you got here? Who you got this? Who you contact? As we're tag teaming and recruiting, and not just for the team I coach, but for the other team as well. We want to put the best product for both teams on that field. So whatever day you show up, you're going to see a great high level professional baseball game.
Yeah. Now, Andy, is the stadium going to be open to fans during this?
It will be open to fans, but it'll be significantly limited capacity. I mean, we've been having, as you know, we've had a handful of college wood bat games at the ballpark, and we've had a
Yeah.
handful of high school showcases. So we've been having some practice on, making sure that everyone has their temperature checked before they come through the gates, on making sure that everyone is socially distanced. And now, as of the last few days, masks are 100% required for people who do come. So it is going to be a significantly reduced capacity. There are, of course, all of our COVID policies and procedures, but yes, there will be fans in the stands.
Yeah. And of course, the legends always go out with all the different, great food and all that kind of stuff inside the ballpark. Is that something can fans expect what a normal Legends game would have as far as food and that kind of thing?
Absolutely. I mean, we're literally about to announce our promotional schedule, but every Wednesday will be Kentucky Cold 25-cent hot dogs.
All
Every
right.
Thursday will be our Thirsty Thursdays. We're definitely gonna have a couple of fireworks shows. We've got some really cool giveaways going on. So, and then Sunday, of course, is our Kids Day, which will be based around families and children who, again, are comfortable coming out, and we'll have all sorts of ways to be comfortable as well. So, by all means, the promotions and the entertainment is still spot on, and what we're best at for up until now, and what we're looking forward to.
Yeah, you guys had mentioned, a couple of the names. Ben Revere's name was mentioned earlier. He's a Lexington Catholic graduate. Actually, just to throw this out there, because I remember when he played with the Twins, I went down to the ballpark in Arlington, and I'd seen, I bought a ticket to go see him and Robbie Ross battle against each other there. So I'm kind of curious, have you guys reached out to Robbie at all?
Of course, throughout this, this is such a unique season. I mean, of course it is. It's unique. Everything is upside down in the world, let alone the baseball world. So, I mean, with this year, and with everything coming down the pike, and when the season was first initially postponed and then, of course, ultimately canceled, throughout that time period, we've talked to all sorts of guys at all sorts of different levels. And, we're still trying to get the word out. The thing is, I think a lot of people know about this and are excited about it. But that's what our goal is through the July 23rd tryout, is to make sure that as many people in our area, or let alone in our industry, in the baseball world, know about this and have the opportunity, whether we've specifically talked to them or we've known them for years, or, I've known Robbie for a few years. I bet Eddie's known him since he was like 10. So in the baseball world, you cross a lot of paths. But that's, again, the name of the game right now is just to make sure that everyone especially in our state, knows about what we have going on, knows about the tryout that we have going on at Whitaker Bank Ballpark, July 23rd. And we're just excited, man. I mean, we're excited to have all these guys out there and just have people just, in a sense, proving that Kentucky is a baseball state.
Yeah, you guys had actually put out a schedule earlier today. That schedule came out, and let me pull that up just so I can share it with everybody while we're all here in one place. By any means, Eddie, if you want to talk to Andy about anything specific, go right ahead while I pull this schedule into the program.
No,
you can talk to me about how many innings there are in a 7-week period.
Yes, because that was one of our big discussions about all the games in that 5-day period right there, because we're playing doubleheaders. I don't know if it's on there or not, but Wednesdays are doubleheader Wednesday, followed by single games Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we've had that discussion with Andy, and the unique thing that we decided to do, which has helped us a lot as far as doing this, is we're doing like a pitcher pool concept, to where the pitchers are only going to show up the day they pitch. But what also helps us on that avenue, we limit the number of people in the dugout, so we can stay social distancing. We can spread them apart, keep it safe for everybody, and then in turn, of course, Andy can speak on that, all the guidelines that he's given and whatnot, and just it's going that route. I think just adds more validity. At the same point in time, we can protect these people, because a lot of people haven't done a lot of things. I mean, so we want the first and foremost, we want to make sure whoever comes out and plays, we can keep them healthy, far as playing wise and pitchers throwing wise, position players playing, because we're getting ready when we start. Like I said, the tryouts the 22nd, 23rd. Boom, we're going to practice a couple 3 days, and then basically it's game every day. It's like a full minor league / major league season. There is no days off. You show up and play every day, so you're going to have achy, sore muscles. So we want to make sure that we have all of our bases covered, and that's what we've been going round and round about, as far as rosters, how to fill it out, how many people to have to make sure that we have all these guys taken care of. And I think for the most part, between Andy and myself, I believe we've covered all those different bases to keep at all levels, the professional guy all the way down to the college kid who's wanting to come out. The main thing is to be healthy and safe. Obviously things happen; it's out of our control. But I believe that between he and I, we've covered every avenue that we know we can cover and come up with every different scenario. Because we've talked about many, many different things over the last couple of weeks. Well, if this happens, what are we going to do? If this happens, what are we going to do? So, with that being said, I feel confident that the people and the players will love the product. And I was talking to a couple other people, and they love this idea. I haven't even shared this with Andy yet. That if this goes off the way I think it's going to go off, that what's getting released from some of the guys who are affiliated, that he could more or less pull off a fall schedule, because for these minor leaguers, if they don't get invited to the Arizona League or the Dominican League, they don't play. So in that scenario, if Florence Freedom and us can pull this off successfully, keep these guys healthy, it may be something it could run as a little 4-week, 5-week fall professional league for these guys to get some at bats and extra innings in, especially for what I call the guys who were drafted who only play a short season. And like I said, there's a lot of different avenues that could spin off of this, and I'm excited to be part of the inaugural season, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop.
Absolutely, William, I gotta, because it was a test for Eddie. I said the wrong date for our tryout like 4 times. My son's second birthday. My son's second birthday is July 23rd. Our tryouts are July 22nd. So July 22nd. Yes, I know it was a test for Eddie, but no.
I hope I passed. I said the 22nd is 23rd.
So, yes, July 22nd is our Lexington Legends tryout. July 23rd is my son's second birthday.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's a bigger day anyway, by the way.
Drew's old enough to be a bat boy now, isn't he? He's ready to be the bat boy.
He's getting there, man. Exactly. I know. I can't wait to. He'll have the Legends uniform on.
Awesome. I'm gonna pop up this schedule here, and you guys, by the way, Andy and Eddie, you're seeing I'm returning the feedback to you at low quality, but everybody else is seeing it in HD. Just so you know, the Legends will open up. The Battle of the Bourbon Trail. I want to call them the Legends. Is that okay, Andy?
Yes. It is, okay. Yes.
All right, so the Y'all versus the Legends on the 1st of August at 6:35 p.m. Whitaker Bank Ballpark. That's the first game. And then you go on the road for the Sunday to play up at no, I take that back. It's a La Hacienda's home game on Sunday. So you got a double header, back-to-back days anyway. You got back-to-back days. So you got the Legends playing on Saturday, and on Sunday the La Haciendas playing. Again, we got two separate teams playing, and you got a pretty full schedule here.
So all jokes aside about, the reason why that is it's really kind of twofold. One is, from the player's perspective, so that they can, they're, especially if it's a guy who may not live here or whatever or at least live in Lexington or whatever the case may be, being able to really kind of jam-pack a schedule for them so they can, if they're a pitcher, get all the innings and work they may need against live hitters. If you're a hitter, you get plenty of at-bats. The second part of it, too, is, just on the entertainment side. That's why we were so excited about being able to have 2 teams here and 2 teams in Florence, so that we can have a home game almost all the time. So that's what, I mean, it is definitely a jam-packed schedule with a lot of baseball in less than 2 months. But I think it's also going to create a lot of just fun atmosphere. And again, for the player side, they'll be able to get a heck of a lot of at-bats and innings pitched.
Yeah. I love the way that the schedule's made up. Now that I'm looking at it and I'm reading it there for a second, you know how, because our normal legend schedule that we look at, we got home and away games shaded different colors, so it kind of threw me off a little bit. But I should have read down at the bottom where the pink was at.
Yeah, those are all those games are home games, and then just and people who are watching know is whatever team is home, the other team is in Florence. That's kind of basically what we've done. Is that correct, Andy?
Yep, except, I mean, there are a handful of times where the Legends will be playing the Leyendas in Lexington.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be
right.
good.
Yeah, and that'll be a fun time. And the unique thing about that one is the coach of the Los Andes is a guy by the name of Steve Chandler. Well, Steve Chandler is my high school coach. So now I'm going to be coaching and managing against my old high school coach. So we've been guarding around, plugging each other about that one. So we've got some side stuff going on in those games. So
that's awesome.
Like I said, I'm super pumped, excited about this whole ordeal.
That kind of throws you back to the Lafayette days, doesn't it, there, Eddie?
Yeah, I'll definitely. Like I said, that man helped me get to where I got in baseball, and obviously his track record speaks for himself. And that's what I told Andy, manager, and I gave him Coach Chandler's background. He goes, "Oh God, yes," with that. So, and he's reached out. He's got some a great helper helping him. And I'm securing up my assistant for me. And like I said, it's going to be a great ordeal. And like he said, some promotions, whatnot. And we'll wait. I don't know if you want to spring it on. What I talked to Andy about the other day about some special, maybe some appearances from people and whatnot. So like I said, I'm super excited about all the different scenarios that we have in place for this, what I call sprint 7-week season. I mean, it's pretty much what it is. It's a straight sprint. It ain't no marathon. It's a sprint.
Yeah.
And I love it. Excited.
So let me ask you this. We're talking from an entertainment perspective here. Are we going to be lighting up the video boards and all that good stuff with all this?
Absolutely, man. Yes, we definitely are. I mean, we're going into it Legends game. I mean, we're just so thrilled that we're able to put this on. Frankly, we're thankful to our governor for being able to, put on events on in a safe, formal fashion with all the precautions and everything that we have in place for people to be able to enter our facility, let alone especially for the players who are entering the facility and who are playing on the field together. But yeah, I mean, we're planning on, it'll definitely be the video board, scoreboard. We've got that good music playing all the time.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot of things where the promotions, the giveaways, we're really excited. I mean, all around. We're really excited by all means about the promotions and the entertainment side of it. And we're really excited about all of the, anyway, so it's, William, I ended up having to use my phone. So I've got all sorts of people telling me, how bad I look from this angle. But anyways, a little computer malfunction. But in any event, we're just so excited. And, again, tryouts July 22nd at the ballpark, at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. And we're thrilled to have people there and, just, again, to enjoy baseball.
Yeah. I can't wait, man. I think this is going to be a great thing. And obviously Coach Brooks's dogs are ready for the dog night out there. Are we going to be doing that?
I know they're the best marketers here. Exactly. Like they're, right on cue talking about the promotions. I want to bring in Bark in the Park on Thursdays.
There you go, man. Awesome, guys.
And to correspond with what you was asking about the video board and everything going on, I went out tonight, watched the college league, and boom, the PA is going live. They're announcing, hey, at the bat, Joe Smith, K-State baseball player. So the music blaring. Even though we're all social distancing, limited capacity, but it literally was like a full-on game, and this is what he's doing for the college, environment there.
Yeah.
And like I said, I walked in, and kudos to your guys at the front who took it, who was doing it. I got the temperature check. I forgot my dang mask. I had to buy a Legends mask to even get in. But they're right on point. And it was, my wife got mad at me, of course, I forgot mine. But it goes back to what he's saying. It was full tilt on, like you were at a ball game. Music playing between innings, great music. The microphone PA guy was on point. The scoreboard's rolling. It was great. It just sitting there in a college game, like I said, here it is on a random Tuesday night, and me and my wife go up and watch and pay admission to watch college summer wood bat league, and loved it.
Yeah.
Loved all 7 innings of it, and enjoyed every minute of it.
That's awesome, man. I can't wait. Andy, I think my best advice is turn the air conditioner on in that AV room. I'm ready to get back to work, man.
Well, we'll have it nice and cool down for you, man. We are excited to have you back there. Appreciate everything you've done, even up until this point, by all means, let alone all the seasons. But in particular, this whole extended off season leading up to this new season. And again, we're just excited, and it all kicks off again 9 a.m. July 22nd at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. Open tryouts. Hope to see as many guys there, and again, just have fun and enjoy baseball.
Let's rock it, man. Baseball's back, folks. Lexington Legends style. Again, the 22nd is the tryouts, and the first game we're going to be first pitch is going to be having at 6:35 on August 1st. Can't wait for it, fellas.
You got it, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I'll see you guys at the ballpark.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you. Take care.
All right.